Hey guys, it's McNeil from Louison Automotive, and I'm gonna be telling you what my idea is about the Mach 3. No, it's a Mach E.
McNeil is going to tell you about the Mach E.
the Ford Mach E. Mach what? No.
Mach E.
Mach E. Yeah, y'all didn't give Tesla the E, so this doesn't make sense to you guys anyway. So it's E.
Letter
anyway,
E.
Letter E.
Letter E. Mach,
right.
letter E. Mach E.
Now, to be honest, obviously, I think it's a great design. I think it's a great looking car. There's a big controversy. People don't like the fact that Ford chose to use the Mustang name on the electric car. But you know what? I think that's the only way they can make a car that people are gonna consider a serious electric car by using an iconic brand.
What do you mean? It's called the Mustang Mach E?
Yeah, so it's actually it's the Mustang. It's under the Mustang brand,
no way.
right? So it's a Ford Mach E, but it has a Mustang logo and it's all like a Mustang E kind
awesome.
of, right? Because if they were to make like a no name or a new brand for electric car, it may not, it's kind of hard. Like, you think electric car, you think Tesla. You know.
And when you think Tesla, you think performance.
Right. So Mustang is doing just that, right? So I think it's a great idea that they launched it that way. Now, personally, super fan of Tesla, but I also think that finally that's an actual car, I think, that could compare with Tesla. This is actually a beautiful design, in my opinion. The specs are pretty good. Something that's also great is a lot of the electric car companies, like Jaguar tried to do one. A lot of other manufacturers made some electric cars. It's still a traditional car on an electric motor, so there's still a lot of moving parts. Like with the Ford Mustang one now, it basically is like Tesla in the sense where you can get software updates. You could it's a true new style of the electric cars, electric movement. Now, with that said, I'm going to point out some of the negative things I think Ford did wrong, and that they could consider changing before the car actually comes out. Now, they made this really beautiful screen I'm going to show you inside. It looks really beautiful, but that weird knob that they put in the middle of the screen, I think that's a design faux pas. Okay, that's just another thing that can break, another extra moving part that's not necessary. The screen is nice and clean. Like, without that part, like it would be great. Okay. When it comes to the way Ford chooses to sell the car, I think if they can get approved, because they're a traditional dealer, they may not be able to sell direct to consumer. But with that product, because that's such a unique or different product, they should follow the full Tesla plan. Basically, they should try to sell that specific car direct to the consumer. Don't sell that car for your dealer partners, right? And I'm a dealer. I'm not a franchisor. I'm an independent dealer. And I'm telling you, it's better if Ford chooses to sell this car as like independent, like direct on a Ford website, just how Tesla sell their cars. That's the way they sell it. And the reason for that is, if you selling a car at a dealership, the dealer obviously is a businessman, a business person, and you have to do what makes sense for you financially. If the Ford electric car gonna have smaller margins, that means the dealer is probably gonna make less money selling that electric car. So if I have to push more of one of your brands, let's say I'm the Ford dealer and I'm speaking as the Ford dealer now, if I gotta push one of your brands and the F-150 makes me more money, I want to push the F-150. I don't want to push an electric car that I don't make as much profit on. Second of all, that car does not require lots of servicing. So the biggest revenue stream for a dealership is the service department. And if I'm not going to make money from that electric car, why am I selling so much of it? I don't make as much money when I sell it. I would not make money on the service and the maintenance of it because there's going to be software updates. So I don't have enough incentive to push that brand seriously to get competition for Tesla. So if Ford eliminate the dealers on this one and actually basically sell it online and maybe just pay the dealer commission to help you facilitate or coordinate the delivery process, that's probably the best way. So you sell the car online and then the person can pick up the car at the local dealer. That might be the best way for you to sell and push that car. Okay, the final thing, Mustang and Ford is such an American brand. It's such a home-based brand, and
American muscle.
Exactly, right? And you basically screwing that up now because you're following the money, because you're trying to make sure that the car is profitable right off the bat. You're making that car in Mexico. I think that's a mistake, because Tesla will always have that edge over you with the made in America. So at the end of the day, it's still an American brand. They're taking over as the true electric American brand. So now you making that car, yes, you're trying to be competition, but consumers will always remember you're not really, when it comes to buying a car that helps their local economy, this car was made in Mexico, not in the USA. So, you know, that's another thing that Tesla gonna have over you, that the cars are made locally in the United States. Most parts are sourced in the United States. And that's my rant about that. Either way, it was a great car. Good job on the design. And we have lots of time before that car actually hits the market. So possibly there could be some changes and some announcements on how you're gonna sell it and get rid of that shitty
knob.